The St. Francis de Sales hockey team is just about to hit its stride. Though the Knights have been riddled with injury, head coach Chris Varga is excited to see what this team can do when they're healthy.
When you hear the name St. Francis, you really know that you have something. It's like you're really playing for something for something bigger than yourself.
It means a lot to carry on the tradition. All the alumni coming back for practices and games, it's fun to see them come back and play for them.
I think it comes down from Mike Marciniak and myself. We're just very true competitors. We don't like to lose. And I know that's a pretty basic statement or obvious because it seems like no one wants to lose. Everybody wants to win. But the thing is, we just breed it. We just tell them, no, this is what you're doing. This is why we win. This is how come we're going to win. If you don't do it, you sit down, we'll find somebody else to replace you.
At the moment, the Knights don't have a winning record, but you can't count St. Francis out just yet. Though the squad's riddled with injuries, they'll be full forced just in time for the playoffs.
This year we got a lot of sophomores that make this team up. Got some heavy seniors that helps us too. They're pretty strong and they know what the game's all about. So that's really a great addition to having experience. We're just riddled with injuries, so that's our bottom line right now. Once we're healthy, I still haven't had a practice or a game with my full team yet.
All the young rookies on this team really brought their game to most of our games this year, so they've really stepped up and filled in for some of the veterans that have been out. So
we just got to keep going. That's just what the coaches have been telling us and our captains. We just got to keep pushing forward no matter what happens.
No one looks at each other at, oh, you're a sophomore, oh, you're a freshman. Hey, you're doing the job, you're playing. You don't do the job, you sit.
It's really hard because we have a bunch of kids missing for practices and games, and it's making our kids tired, and we need some off days to get rest.
It's frustrating because I've never had so many injuries all at once. It wasn't like 1 week this guy, 2 weeks later it's another guy. It's like we had 4 or 5 right in a row. It was like 4 or 5 games right in a row, and they're out for weeks, 5-6 weeks. We still have them out. They still can't play. So that's frustrating. But at the end of the day, we won't have our team until around playoff time. So hopefully we'll be ready. That's the thing as a coach you gotta believe in.
It'll be a completely different game. So those games where have been close in the past will get that extra edge on them. So it'll be crucial.
We're feeling pretty good. We're getting kids back now, getting them on the ice. They're skating, and we just got to get everyone at practice, and then we'll be good to go.
It's exciting knowing that we have the potential to get to where we can be, just working hard right now and getting there.
The excitement's really good in the locker room. They talk a lot. It's not like these 2 guys, those 3 guys. It seems like everybody gets along. They harass one another. It's typical locker room. It's a lot of fun to be in, actually.
I'm looking forward to really showing the rest, redeeming ourselves for last year and really showing what St. Francis has this year. So
we want to go back to states and redeem ourselves from last year and carry on the tradition of making it a winning program.
Our goals is, try to win districts. I don't know if we can win the league. We're 1-3 right now. But now it's the time to play us because we're down. But at the end of the day, I don't know if you want to play us. I think we'll be ready.